We gather today to honor those men and women who have served and currently serve their country, to honor their patriotism, love of country, and a willingness to sacrifice for the common good. To service in uniform, veterans have invested themselves in our nation's security, safety, and well-being. Let us then, as a grateful nation, holding the highest regard, offer tribute in this ceremony today.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Alrighty, what's your name?
My name is Steve Ferris.
Alrighty, and then what force are you in and how many years were you in it?
I was in the United States Air Force from 1988 to 1993.
Alright, and then how does it feel to be speaking at this big event?
A little surreal, kind of unworthy really, because you'll hear me here later. All these folks behind us here who have served, in combat and stuff. I didn't experience a lot of that, but it's pretty cool. I work with the school district, so I'm used to know a lot of these kids, but it's gonna be fun.
Okay, and then what was it like serving?
Depending where you were at, it's an honor. That's the first thing. It's just an honor to be able to serve your country and know that you're doing something for others, even if you never meet them. So it's pretty humbling, honestly.
Okay, thank you so much. That's it.
I had no motivation, but the military changed my thinking. See, when I got into the military, they instilled confidence in me. They instilled belief in myself, purpose, direction. I realized that I was part of something that was way bigger than I am when I joined the military. It taught me respect, honor, how to strive for perfection, work hard, and pay attention to details. Matter of fact, some of these folks can relate to when you get out of the service, you still find yourself lining up your shoes, flushing ground into the inspection site.
Although Veterans Day is primarily a tribute to America's living veterans, it is appropriate that we share a moment of respect for those who gave their lives for their country. Please stand along with trumpeters Jenna Gross and Olivia Pearson as we pay our respects with the playing of taps followed by a moment of silence.
Alrighty, what's your name?
My name is Lieutenant Colonel John Wicker.
Alrighty, and then what force are you in and how many years have you been in it?
Was in the Air Force for 16 and a half years on active duty, and then now I've been in the reserves the rest of the time up until 19 years as a reserve out at Grissom.
Alrighty, why did you choose to join the Air Force?
I really wanted to fly. Actually, I wanted to be an astronaut to start out with. Went to Purdue and joined ROTC, did that, and ended up getting commissioned and started flying. So.
Alrighty, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Alrighty, what's your name?
Shannon Mackey.
Alrighty, and then what force are you in and how many years have you been in it?
I was in the U.S. Navy for 3 years.
Alrighty, and then why did you choose to join the U.S. Navy?
I chose to defend my country.
Alrighty, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
At this time, we would like to recognize LHS and CCC faculty and staff along with visitors who are veterans of the armed forces. Would the veterans please stand as their names are read? Lance Corporal Josh Honeycutt, U.S. Marine Corps, Operation Iraqi Freedom, served 8 years as a warplane. Master Sergeant Past McManus, U.S. Air Force, America's War
years as an information manager. Sergeant Tim Randy, U.S. Army, Vietnam War, served 4 years as a mechanized infantry. Specialist Jeff Sims, U.S. Army, Karlsruhe, Germany, from 1986 to 1989 as a combat engineer. Lance Corporal Richard Scholl, U.S. Marine Corps in Desert Shield, served for 2 years as a dragon gunner. Technical Sergeant Charles Baker, U.S. Air Force, the Korean War and Vietnam War, served from 1947 to 1967 as an aircraft mechanic. To 2011 aircraft jet engine mechanic. E-6 FTM-1 Joseph Buck, U.S. Navy, Vietnam, served from 1964 to 1974 as a missile fire control. E-6 Technical Sergeant Wes Carden, U.S. Air Force in Desert Storm, served for 14 years as a mechanic. Sergeant Stephen Harris, U.S. Air Force, Desert Storm, served from 1988 to 1993, military police and security. Lieutenant Colonel Herschel Hamilton, U.S. Air Force, Vietnam, Bosnia, and Desert Storm, 25 years as a hospital lab director. Lance Corporal Cecil Huddleston, U.S. Marine Corps in Vietnam for 4 years as an infantryman. Sergeant Don Lombardi, U.S. Army in Vietnam, served from 1968 to 1969 as an Operations Sergeant Dispatcher for Transportation. Petty Officer 3rd Class Shannon Mackey, U.S. Navy, served for 3 years as mechanist mate and made sure the ships moved. Sergeant Stan Malloy, U.S. Marine Corps, Vietnam, served 4 years as aviation sheet metal mechanic. Staff Sergeant Larry McDonald, U.S. Army, Vietnam, served for 2 years as squad leader with Big Red 1 Infantry in McAfee. Pearson in U.S. Navy, Operation Iraqi Freedom, 2001 to 2006 as Hospital Corpsman. Staff Sergeant Dilbert Payne, U.S. Air Force Vietnam War from 1963 to 1972 as jet engine mechanic. Sergeant Daryl Schleep, U.S. Air Force Desert Storm, served from 1975 to 1993 as a security policeman. Airman 2nd Class Gilbert Snay, U.S. Air Force, served in Vietnam era from 1960 to 1964 as air policeman guarding the B-52 bombers. Specialist E-5 William Taylor, U.S. Army, Germany during the Vietnam War, served from 1968 to 1971 as Hawk missile fire control repairman. Lieutenant Colonel John Wicker, U.S. Army. Operations include Inherent Resolve, Iraqi Freedom, Enduring Freedom, and Allies Refuge. Served for 19 years as a KC-135 pilot. Specialist E-4 Jim Zimmerman, U.S. Army, Vietnam era. Served for 4 years as Helicopter Parts Supply Unit. Bruce Stewart, U.S. Army, Korean War, served for 2 years as telephone repairman. Sergeant Ted Rance, U.S. Army, Vietnam War, 2 years as infantry. Tech Sergeant Charles Baker Jr., U.S. Air Force, Vietnam era, served for 20 years as avionics. Lance Corporal Kevin Smith, U.S. Marine Corps, served from 1979 to 1982 in infantry. Specialist Ezariah Bricknell, U.S. Army, Iraq/Afghanistan, served for 6 years as military police canine handler.